Okay, awesome. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. All right, guys. So what I want to start off by saying is that, 100% of the content that you're going to see in this PowerPoint tonight relates back to the 30 Days to Healthy Living program. And so I just want to encourage every single person that's listening. If you haven't done the 30 Days to Healthy Living, I hope that tonight's call will inspire you to do the 30 Days to Healthy Living. I know that just from personal testimonies in my friends and family's life, it inspired me to do it. But the content that I'm going to share, you can use for skincare, cosmetics, whatever. I just so happen to be talking about the detox. And I do strongly feel that when prospecting on social media, reaching out on social media, sales on social media, it's easier with the detox because everybody is looking for healthy living. So first page that I want to show you guys are a couple of posts. Beth had asked me, she kind of sent me a list of things that she wanted me to cover. A couple of different posts about what it looks like to actually put yourself out there and say that you're using Arbonne's 30 Days to Healthy Living products. What it looks like to let your network know that you're going to do something different. And so I kind of put two different scenarios. The picture on my left here, beautiful gal, Kathleen Hutchins. She was a brand new consultant that just signed up, ordered her 30 Days to Healthy Living products. They had not yet come in the mail. And you guys all know what I'm talking about. You know, people sign up and from day one, they're like, what, like, how can I tell my friends? Like, what's the fastest way to get it out there? And today in 2018, everybody wants to put a social media post out there. And so I just want you guys to notice her caption. She said, I'm so excited. I finally found the answer to stop my acid reflux, my stomach bloating, and my constant sugar cravings. Here's to making a change to becoming a happier, healthier self. And it's just a selfie, right? Beautiful pic, but it actually addresses the reasons why she needs to detox. So anytime somebody is getting ready to start the 30 days, if they're in my organization, and I want to encourage you guys to do this too, if you're fairly new. If you're seasoned, if you've talked about the 30 Days to Healthy Living before, your post is going to look a little bit different, and we'll get to that in a second. But if you're new, coaching new people, send them that Do I Need to Detox questionnaire and have them text you back 3 things that apply to them. And this is what Kathleen did, and we just formulated this post for her. So people were commenting. You guys can see she had 76 reactions to that and 32 comments. And people were like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. I'm so happy for you. What are you going to be doing? And so right out of the gate, she got to start the conversation about the detox. The picture on the right here is a brand new district manager on my team named Amber. She went district in 22 days. And this was her first post. She said, I can't believe how amazing I feel in just 4 days of making some simple, healthy lifestyle changes. I have way more energy and I'm definitely not as tired as I used to be. I cannot wait to see how amazing I feel at the end of this week. And then she gave her hairstylist a shout out because she had her hair done that day. But what I want you guys to notice is that they're talking about themselves and they're talking about how they feel. And they're not talking about Arbonne or the company or the detox program. They are literally identifying with their whole entire network, because who do you guys know that doesn't want more energy, right? And both of those gals actually identified energy. And so this is just a snippet as to the very first post that you can put out there on social media. And this was actually Amber's first post about the detox. And she had a ton of reactions as well. People were commenting, oh my gosh, I need some of that energy. I need whatever it is that you have. And so right out of the gate, you guys, it's getting people curious and it's getting people interested. And you guys are going to see me talk about this, but our whole goal on social media is to not come off as Arbonne's minions, and it's not to come off as salespeople. It's to come off as genuine and authentic and relatable to other people. And there's nothing about either one of those posts that's not relatable. There's a ton of people that can relate. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about is I do believe heavily that there's a time and a place to specifically post transformations and before and after photos. And so on my team, we've kind of come up with a set in place system. Every single Tuesday and Thursday, these gals are putting themselves out there and they're posting transformation photos. And so disclaimer here, you guys, a transformation photo doesn't necessarily have to be your weight loss journey. A transformation photo can be a transformation transformation of you without makeup and you with Arbonne's makeup. It can be a transformation photo of you before using RE9 and after using RE9. But again, I want you guys to notice in the actual caption, they're talking about themselves and how they feel. So over to the left here, my girl Ashley, she said, in those pictures on the left, my smile looks happy, but it's definitely not. The right, yeah, I'm really happy. And so she's not even talking about weight loss, detox with me, any of that stuff. She's literally just saying Transformation Thursday. And obviously, you guys can see the difference in her photos. People are commenting and asking, what is it that you're doing? What is it that you're doing? I have another gal on my team over here to the right, just another example for you guys. Wishing I had my summer tan back, but I'm so happy with what's happening to my body. It's time to clean out the closet again. So she's talking about how she's losing pant sizes and dress sizes and shirt sizes, and she's showing her body, but there's nothing on that that is saying, do Arbonne's 30 Days to Healthy Living program with me. You guys, it's all about piquing curiosity, and it's all about making people want to ask you what it is that you're doing. So in the middle here, I just basically copied and pasted from my team page what I share with my direct business builders and everybody in my region. And this is just what we do. Make sure to post a before and after photo today of yourself with a non-salesy caption, example, and this was actually from one of my photos. The beginning of summer, this was my shirt. Now it's so loose I can tie it up. Mama 4. And then also towards the bottom, you guys, I included hashtags. And this is what I teach my team, is that hashtags on Facebook don't really matter. For the most part, Facebook, well, this is just for me. I don't know if anyone else has ever said this before, but I view Facebook as my warm market. I view Facebook as like my high school yearbook. I view Facebook as a directory for every single person that I ever used to work with at my old jobs. So Facebook in my world and in most everyone else's world is a place where you've known these people at some point in your life, and more than likely you've done life with them, unless of course you have a lot of Arbonne followers, but for the most part it's your warm market, okay? Hashtags don't really matter. Instagram, hashtags are a huge deal, and so every single photo that I put on my Instagram feed, which we're going to go into more in just a second, has maximum 30 hashtags. One of the little tips that I will give you guys that I like to do is I just put 2 hashtags with my photo, and then I put the other 28 hashtags in the comment section. From my research, it doesn't do anything specifically to boost up your photo. It just looks cleaner when people are viewing your photo. And so I don't want to talk a ton about hashtags. If you guys have questions about that, you can watch Beth's video about branding yourself. But I do want to say that there is such thing as a healthy combination of popular hashtags like living my best life. That's a popular hashtag with millions of followers. And then a healthy combination of unique hashtags. Like you guys can see that I put in there, married to medicine, mama 4. Those are unique to me in my life. So in posting on Tuesday and Thursday, we are directly putting photos out there either of our face or makeup or before and after photos. And it doesn't always have to be a before and after. It could be a selfie, it could be a picture of your back. It could be a picture of you, standing sideways in the mirror, whatever. It just has the hashtag transformation, and it just talks about some kind of difference that has happened in your life. But the rest of the week, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, we are not posting before and afters. We're posting our life. And so I'm posting my kids. I'm posting my husband. Disclaimer, if clients are tagging you in posts or business builders are tagging you in stuff because you sent them gifts, that's different. But what I am posting for my friends to see is my life. And Tuesdays and Thursdays are what I like to call bonus posts. And Tuesdays and Thursdays are my direct permission to post a before and after. It's kind of just like, used to when I first started this business, my goal was to have 2 group presentations every week. My goal on social media is to have 2 posts every single week on my Facebook directly about the 30 Days to Healthy Living or some kind of transformation that's taken place in my life. So here's some other examples, you guys, just some gals on my team that are rocking it. And you guys can see Emily has a picture over here on the left-hand side of, you know, a face, shoulder. The one in the middle is body. The one on the right-hand side is body. And none of these girls are saying anything hashtag Arbonne, no hashtag Arbonne 30 Days to Healthy Living. And the reason why, again, is because we're trying to pique curiosity, and we want people to come to us and say, oh my gosh, I need what you have, because we know that the world needs what we have anyway. The issue is when we try and tell them exactly what this program is right up front, they shut down because they think that they know when we know that they don't know. So you have to give them a chance, and you have to pique their curiosity and get them excited about what it is that you're doing. So moving in specifically to your Instagram feed. So Beth just kind of told me to talk about what to post, what not to post, and what those things look like, because this is where your messages and your reach outs are going to come from. So your posts have to happen, because if you don't post, you don't have a conversation to follow up with. If you're not posting a transformation and inspiring other people to be better, do better, you know, be more, have more, if you're not inspiring or moving other people, your post should move other people in some way, shape, or form. And if you're not doing that or getting people excited, the odds of them actually responding back to you are slim to none. So I'm not saying that your social media has to be flawless, because mine is most certainly not. And there's a ton of people in Arbonne that have way more followers than I do. They have way more interactions than what I do. But I'm just telling you guys from personal experience, if I have a period where I'm not really posting a lot about my kids, and this is like kind of a thing that I'll do, if I know that I'm getting ready to post something big about Arbonne, like maybe there's going to be an awesome, 30 Days to Healthy Living special on Friday with the eye gels, I will purposely post a picture of my kids just a few hours before or the night before, because it brings a ton of people to my page. I'll get like 200, 300 likes on my kids, and a ton of people are seeing what's going on. And so then my next post, because they just liked my previous post, pops up to the top of their feed, because Facebook thinks they want to see what it is that I've got going on. But you have to get people to engage in your life. So it's not Arbonne all the time. It's your life. What I'm specifically talking about are Arbonne posts, but I do not want you guys to walk away from this call and go, oh, she just posts about Arbonne all the time 24/7, because that's not true. I'm just highlighting the Arbonne post tonight. So Instagram feed. So I did a little video here so that you guys can see what my feed looks like. So there's one picture of product. There's one water bottle with the Arbonne logo. There's one bag of tea with the Arbonne logo, but it's not flyers. That's what I want you guys to see. It's not 50% off Arbonne today, 40% off Arbonne today. Those things do not go on your feed of your Instagram or of your Facebook. They don't go there. They don't belong there. And guys, I did a little bit of social media when I first started my business, and I didn't do it right, and I did it kind of ugly. And I have had to go back through and delete things off of my Instagram. And I've also went back through and I've hidden things from my Facebook timeline. In fact, every couple of days, I will hide posts on my timeline that I feel like, oh shoot, I posted about Arbonne way too much that day, and I'll hide it. So it doesn't mean that people can't see it. Like if you click on my photos, you can still access it there. But when I meet someone at Life Group, or when I meet someone at church, or when I meet someone at Walmart and I friend request them right then and there, I don't want them to see that I just posted about Arbonne 6 times in a row. So I'll go through and I'll hide stuff. There's 3 little dots in the right upper hand corner of each post. I'll go through and hide things so that it cleans up my timeline. And for some of you guys, you know, social media is like freaking you out and you don't really know where to start. And it's okay, because I was right there with you 12 months ago. And I'm just learning all of this. And so I'm relaying to you guys what I have learned and what I've done ugly and what I have worked so hard to clean up and try and create from this point forward. So Instagram feed, watch the Branding Yourself video again, because it gives you a good healthy combination of posting about your life and posting about Arbonne. But I just wanted to show you guys that you all know that this picture of myself and Kim Ford and Amy Martinez and Terry Fisher and Beth Gallardi is an Arbonne photo. However, the caption says, I cannot wait to be with these babes and bring more with me to Vegas this year. Is this real life? Work problems, Ben's babes. Again, there's no hashtag Arbonne. There's no watch me or join me. There's no do this with me right now. It's fun. You guys, it's fun and inviting, and people look at that, especially girls. They look at that and they're like, oh my gosh, like I want to get all dolled up and go somewhere. right? And guys, I was laying in bed in my PJs that day, probably with no makeup on the day that I posted that. Then I just wanted to show you guys on the actual Arbonne detox tea, because I know we can go crazy sometimes and we want to add like, oh my gosh, but I just want to tell them how they can get this detox tea at 40% off. Don't do it. Don't put that on your feed, right? So I posted a really clean picture and I just said, dear cranberry tea, I cannot wait to add green apple fizz to you to jumpstart our days. Cran apple tizzy is coming right up. Best morning hacks, mom problems. I didn't even address the fact that it was an Arbonne product. However, there is a time and a place to talk about Arbonne. And that's where we're going to talk about stories, Instagram stories, Facebook stories, more so Instagram stories heavy. Talk about Arbonne all day long, as much as you want. You can post flyers. You can say things directly like, you should join me. You can say things like, this is the product that I have. This is the discount that you can get it at. Shoot me a direct message. Totally 100% acceptable in your Instagram story. I also want to say, I don't make these rules. I just follow them. Okay. So I am just following the people who have set these things in place and who have been super successful at it. I'm having some background noise somewhere. I can't figure out where that is. Do I need to mute that, Beth? Okay, I'll just keep going. So stories are the place to post as much as you want about Arbonne. And then over here, so I just wanted you guys to see, like, I did a huge run of Arbonne. So I did a huge run talking about our business. It's common to have fears and hesitations. Message me. And then what I did was I started incorporating me actually using the products. You guys, people have to see you opening up your pantry and grabbing for a fizz or grabbing for a detox tea. Okay, I think we finally got that muted. So you have to have a healthy combination of both things. I have watched and studied and listened to a ton of people that are super successful on Instagram, and their kind of rule of thumb is they don't go to sleep at night unless they have posted at least 3 stories. So I have a ton right here. You don't have to do that much, but at least 3 stories. And so every time you post a story, it will also push you back up so that your viewers, they have these crazy algorithms. Your viewers that are constantly engaging in your story and your Instagram and your life, they're going to see that. So over here, let me move that. I just have a quick little video to show you guys to make sure that you're using the poll and the questions features in your story, especially if this is like the first time that you've ever ventured into posting stories and things like that. You guys, I used to tell people when I first started this business, very rarely are you going to have someone jump up off the couch at a spa presentation and say, I'm ready to do Arbonne with you. I am so in, I'm ready to do this business. Or very rarely do you have people jump up off the couch and say, I want to host a group presentation for you, right? I was taught and trained that that kind of stuff happens at the close table. That kind of stuff takes place when you're closing the deal. So in putting a poll, this is a great opportunity for people to say, hey, I'm in. It's a great opportunity for people to raise their hand for you to notice them. However, it's just like what we've always done. Not everybody that comes to the group presentation is going to let you in or let you see that they're ready to do this thing with you. And so what I do is I go to the bottom and I look at how many people have viewed my story and how many people are viewing my story from start to finish. And I follow up with every single one of those people, obviously that are not Arbonne related, because why they were at my party. You guys, I didn't let someone walk out of the front door at a group presentation without me stopping them and saying, hey, what'd you think? Like, is there anything that I can price check for you? I would love to sit down. I would love to take you to coffee. Guys, that's what I did. And it's no different on social media. I'm just showing you how you can have a virtual party every single day. Every single day, your social media platform is like people are showing up to your party. The group messages, the private messages, the private conversations that are going on behind closed doors, that's like the close table. That's where you seal the deal. That's where all the magic happens. These reach outs that they have given us, these platforms that they have given us with Facebook and Instagram, it honestly just makes our job easier. So now we're going to get into a little bit specific here. How to follow up from a post. So if someone comments on one of those transformation pics earlier, it's just as simple as, hey, or sorry, if somebody comments on one of those pics and they say, what are you doing? You look great. It's as simple as responding back and saying, hey girl, thanks so much for your sweet words on my pic. I've been using Arbonne's 30 Days to Healthy Living program. It's seriously changed my life. Are you familiar with it? I always tell my team, if you can stop and send a video in real time of you saying that, do it. If you don't look presentable, send a voice message if you can. If you're sitting in class, if you're at a seminar, if you're at work, whatever, you can't talk, you can't video, type out the text message. If someone likes your transformation pic, people are like, how do I even follow up with that? I don't even know where to go with that. It's as simple as this. Hey, so-and-so, I just wanted to reach out to you and say thank you so much for your like on my photo. It's so hard putting yourself out there sometimes, but I appreciate your support. Wait for the response. They'll usually respond and say, no problem, you look great, whatever. And then I'll come back and I'll say, thank you. You should totally do this with me, right? It's just a plug. Anytime someone likes or comments on your photo, likes, hearts, makes the wow face, whatever, that is a clue for you that they're watching you and they're interested in what it is that you have and you need to follow up. If someone votes in your poll and they say, hey, I'm in, if they click, I'm in, my message, because this is also what I know, people accidentally click on stuff sometimes. It's a bummer when that happens. I think that they're lying to me, but it's super simple just to follow up and just be like, hey girl, I'm so excited to give you some more information about this program that I'm using. What health goals do you have? I ask that question a lot. If someone votes send me more details, I will say, hey, I would love to give you some more information about this program. Do you have a few minutes to check out a video? I put the links, but I'm not going to have time to go into those. I use a Facebook link of Peyton Mott. She's standing in her kitchen. She's holding up Arbonne's 30 Days to Healthy Living program, or 30 Days to Healthy Living products. Or I will send Dr. Tanda Cook's video. Depending on age, depending on career, depending on professionalism, will depend on which video I send. I like to send Peyton's and Dr. Tanda Cook's also because I don't want to type up that, this has helped me lose 10 pounds, it's helped my sister lose 60 pounds, because we've also been in a situation where people start to think that this is a weight loss program, and I want them to see people who appear to be thinner on the outside that are advocating for these products and talking about how they use them all the time. Also, side note here, and I'm going to have to start really speeding up, I think that it's crucial and it's important to send a Facebook link even when you are on Instagram. And here's why. This is what I have found. This is what I've discovered. When I send a YouTube link, people go on tangents and they go crazy and they start watching other YouTube videos on YouTube that are not necessarily Arbonne friendly or not necessarily pro Arbonne. In fact, I have sent someone a YouTube link to someone super successful in our organization, but immediately the next video that popped up was somebody trying to say some bad things, which were false. And I know that Arbonne does their best to get those things off of there. However, it doesn't stop the fact that my prospect just saw that, and it doesn't matter what they just heard, because we know that people are always looking for how this cannot be true. Like this can't be real. This is too good to be true. And so if that video is right there, it really just kind of crushes everything that you work to do. I love sending the Facebook link. This conversation can be going on in Instagram or Facebook, and I still send the Facebook link. So what does this do? Immediately after they watch the video, they're going to be like, who the heck is this girl? Or who the heck is Arbonne? And they'll click and they'll surf. So if I'm sending someone the link, they're going to see all this Arbonne success. So I want them to see 30 Days to Healthy Living success, 30 Days to Healthy Living popularity. This video has 81,000 views. They're like, dang, a lot of people want to do Arbonne. Heck yeah, everybody wants to do Arbonne with us. So I am creating and I'm putting them in this environment of excitement. Using social media as a reach out continued. If you are like me and you're not a new consultant. You didn't just sign up today and you're trying to figure out how in the world to embrace this or where to go. I had someone reach out the other day and they said, Whitney, all this social media stuff's making my head go in circles. And I said, it's simple. It's simple. It's so super simple. This is it. You start in your contacts, because you know people on your Facebook, you know people on Instagram, and you know people in your cell phone. And you honestly, if you're restarting your business or if you're starting to reach out on social media, you may not know who you have talked to and who you haven't talked to. Just start from A and go to Z and say, hey, have you ever heard of Arbonne? Or if you question whether or not, shoot, I can't remember if I talked to that person about Arbonne or not. Hey, have I ever told you about Arbonne before? It's that simple. I actually took that from, I can't say her name, Mariah Gruner, maybe, MVP qual. She said that's what she says. Hey, have you ever heard of Arbonne? And when they say no, my response is super short and simple. OMG, it's absolutely amazing. Do you have a few minutes to watch a quick video? The video that I send depends on if I want them in my business or if I want them to do the 30 days of healthy living with me. So if I want them in the business with me, then I'm going to send them a video. I can't mute that, Beth.
Whitney, you can hit mute all and mute people again. If you go to the chat, and at the bottom of the chat, there's a mute all button.
I can't see the chat.
Hover your cursor over the screen.
Okay, gotcha.
And then hit the chat.
Okay.
And then hit mute all at the bottom.
I don't see that.
It's Malia Lewis. Malia, can you mute?
Okay, hit participants, Whitney. Sorry. It's participants, not chat. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do I need to unmute myself? No. Okay. All right. So depending on if I want them in the business with me or if I want them to detox with me will depend on which video I send them. And so I just recorded a new video of myself a couple days ago. Some of you guys may have saw that, of me sharing my story in the business on Facebook so that I can copy the Facebook link and send the Facebook link to my personal prospects. And again, I do that even when I'm on Instagram. So funnel method, Carleeta has taught this from day one. I incorporate this on social media, especially if it's someone that I'm super intimidated by, or I think they would be so awesome at this business, even if I don't really know them, even if I have I've never spoken a word to them before. Maybe we just got connected because we had mutual friends. I always start with the business, especially if I don't really know them, what do you have to lose, right? So I start with the business, then I go for the 30 days to healthy living. If price comes down to being an issue, then I'll go for a half kit so that I'm at least getting a 150 order, because that's what I was taught and trained how to do at the close table at a group presentation. If they're not interested in the ASVP pack, you go for the 150 order. So I would go for the 150 order, and if that's still an issue, I ask them to post. So this is different. So instead of saying, because here's the thing, this is what I found. I was finding people on social media because they saw my post. They weren't at a group presentation. So I found them on social media because they saw my post, but then when price came down to an issue and I was like, oh, you know what? You should just get 2 or 3 girlfriends together and I'll just come over and I'll host a little group presentation for you. They weren't okay with that. And I scratched my head for a really long time trying to figure out why. And sometimes it would work and sometimes it wouldn't. But when I was in a group presentation and someone showed up to a group presentation and I asked them to host, it was cool. But when I was on social media and they found me that way, they had different expectations. They wanted to keep it all there. So I'll ask them to post for me, host to post, post to host, whatever. I'll ask them to post. So that's what we're going to talk about next. If I can get my screen to go. Okay, poster. Here we go. So price is an issue. This is what I say. There's actually one other way that I could try and help you get products at a discount. If I send you a photo with a caption to go with it, would you be willing to post to your page? You probably have a few friends that would be interested too. If so, I can give them some more info. And if they decide to order, I could potentially get you your products at 80% off for like 90 bucks. Okay, so I will send them my personal before and after, and then I will send them a caption to go with it. Guys, we have to make this super simple and dummy proof. We can't be telling them to think of something to say. We got to tell them exactly what to say. So when they're like, oh my gosh, that would be so awesome. Like, yeah, I'll totally post for you. Then I give them my before and after. I give them what to post, and then I give them instructions. And this is what I say. Here you go, girl. Post this, and then whoever comments on the post, make sure you reply back at least 3 words. And I give them an example. I'll PM you. And I do that because I know that when they reply to each comment at least 3 words, the more comments with at least 3 words keeps boosting up your post. I don't have to explain that. I just tell them what to do. Then start a group message with me, you, and whoever is interested. You can say something like this. Again, I'm making this dummy proof, just like I would if someone was hosting for me. I would tell them exactly what to call their girlfriends and say, exactly what to text their girlfriends and say. It's no different. So I say, you can say something like this. Hey, blank, this is my friend Whitney. She's helping me with this new program that I'm going to start, and she's going to give you all the details. And then I tell them I'll take it from there, and then I'll thank them. Thank you so much. Also, too, this goes for your preferred clients. The moment you have a detoxer or someone who's using the RE9 or the makeup text you and say, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. It's the best thing ever. I'm down 5 pounds in 2 days. I can't believe it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. That's so awesome. You should totally post that. And you know what? If you do, just tag me in it. They don't care at all. Like, I'm not even necessarily asking them to post a picture. A lot of times they do, and I don't ask them to. But a lot of times they'll just type like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited, you guys. I'm down 5 pounds in 3 days. If any of you guys have questions, you need to talk to my girlfriend, Whitney. Bam. Advertisement, new network. So here's an example of us working with someone who wasn't ready to spend the money, and we got them to be a poster. So the post was super simple. Again, it said nothing about Arbonne. The post said, oh my gosh, you guys, this is my friend Amber. I can't believe her results in just 5 days. I'm so excited to start my healthy living journey, and I'm ready to get my nutrition on track and lose some weight. I know I'm over, so I'm going to speed up. Group messages. This is another thing that was on the list to talk about. I really just want to encourage you guys to embrace this, and I can get this PowerPoint to Beth so that it can be posted. Oh, that's the video chat. But anytime I have a brand new business builder, like I had a brand new business builder sign up 2 days ago. She was like, what's the first thing we need to do? I'm like, first thing we need to do is, who do you want in your business? We identify the dream team. None of that changes. It's the same thing. However, she was reaching out to people on social media. So the moment that they would ask her a question that she was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say. Like, she's asking me how we get paid. I just signed up last night. I don't know. I'm like, no problem. This is what you need to say. Hey, I would love to answer your questions. Do you mind if I add you into a group chat with my friend Whitney? You can do a group chat on Instagram. You can do a group chat through text message. You can do a group chat through Facebook Messenger. Doesn't matter. When I have a new detoxer that's starting the detox for coaching and accountability, the consultant will also start a 3-way group message with the preferred client, maybe the new consultant that just signed them up. And we do this because we were having new consultants on like day 5 of detoxing, and they were signing people up to do the detox. And neither of those people, the consultant or the preferred client, had completed the 30-day program. And so there just needed to be someone else in there that could help answer everyone's questions. So we'll do a 3-way group message that way. And then also, of course, you guys know, if you're, district manager, you got a new business builder starting, add in your area manager or RVP. And I also put some screenshots on there. You can name the group messages to detoxer so-and-so, detoxer Becky, detoxer Myra. And you can also name them to Heidi business builder, business builders, whatever. And I do this because I have a lot of messages, and it helps my eye to see and understand who's who. You can also do team chats on here. I do prospecting calls on here. If someone has prospected so-and-so and they need some more information, I'll just have them pop on a Facebook video chat with me real quick. Just launch some people in Indianapolis. Never been to Indianapolis, but just launched some people up there and did a quick Facebook video chat. So I just put that on here so that you guys can see how it pops up. It's just like Zoom, except it's already on Facebook. It's already downloaded. All you have to do is click the video in the right upper hand corner. And Kara's probably going to kill me when she sees that on here. Okay, and then I just put cold market on here if we had time. But I'm going to stop because it's 9:05. And then, Beth, you can tell me if you want me to go further or address questions, or if there's anything that you had that I didn't cover.
Hey there, Whitney. You covered it all, but I'm pretty sure that some folks, somebody wants to know how many people you can add on Facebook chat. You can add as many people as you want on Facebook chat, but you can have up to 50 on video chat. On video chat is with that.
Oh, I know the one thing that I forgot to mention. How many reach outs a day? So guys, I am encouraging my new business builders and new people that are getting started to tackle that 100-person contact list as soon as possible. But honestly, like, the 100-person contact list is kind of comical now, because I just say the people in your life. Like, we always used to say this, everybody that you know needs Arbonne. You need to call everybody that you've ever done life with and tell them how amazing these products are. And so if you have 500 friends, then that's 500 people that you need to share Arbonne with. And so how quickly can you get through that list? Depending on how quick you want to move and how quick you want to promote. But you can send 40 messages on Instagram in 1 hour before you get blocked. And Instagram's a little bit different. They actually only block you for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then you can send some more messages.
And I heard somewhere someone was saying that they celebrate getting blocked on Instagram. And it's kind of like you guys in the old days when we only could rely on, like, because when I started my business, it was a house phone. It wasn't even a phone like this. I think I had a flip phone that did not text or anything like that. So when you get blocked on Instagram, it's because of sending so many messages, but that's like we're going for the no. You know, some of you guys remember our list that has 100 no's on it, and we get really excited about getting the no because we know if we go for 100 no's, we're going to have a full calendar. So it's really just about throwing out those seeds. And I will say this, that I know Whitney has several people joining her business that were strangers to her, and we didn't have time to go over that tonight. But one of the things that she's doing, it's actually no different than when you start up a conversation with a stranger that you meet out and about.
Okay.
That I saw, she sent me the conversations that went on with some of the girls, a few of them, and it's just a virtual relationship. You're just building a relationship virtually, and that can happen there, and it can happen out and about when we're at Target, walking through the checkout line. It's just about being aware of the world we're in, you guys. We are surrounded by people all day long who need this business and who are looking for an outlet. It's about being friendly, and we can also be friendly on social media. And I have just in the last few days gotten so many followers just from a couple of my posts. Well, I reached out to some of those folks, and I looked to make sure that they weren't with Arbonne, and did they have a post that I liked and was attracted to, and just sent out messages. I have a conversation going on with one of the girls, and she lives here in Norman, Oklahoma, where I'm at right now. Crazy, right? So it's just about creating those conversations, having give and take conversations like you would if you were physically in person with them. Like, how many kids do you have? Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I saw that picture. And then also being consistent with your posts. If you're reaching out and talking back and forth with somebody who is a stranger to you on social media, it's responding to their stories as well and having that give and take. So we're not doing crazy spamming. We're not sending some, blank message to all these strangers on social media and just cut and paste like hundreds of thousands of things, to where that's a person who didn't get to know that person's feed. That's somebody who didn't take the time to get to know them. We're encouraging, utilize this as we use the way we get to know people outside of that. And guys, can you just imagine, we have this massive world that we can grow this big business from when we utilize those in-person contacts and we utilize the contacts that we can have through social media. It's just like this big wide world that's out there for us. And I was sharing this with somebody the other day. You could literally live in Africa and grow a business with Arbonne if you're a resident of one of the countries, as long as you have Wi-Fi. Somebody asked Vince and I to go speak at this Bible college and spend a few weeks in Nepal. And I'm like, oh gosh, how many hours, first of all, does it take to get to Nepal on an airplane? And I figured it out. And it's like at the foot of Mount Everest. And I'm like, well, as long as I have Wi-Fi and have access, we can do it. And Carleeta's been showing that good because she's in the Bahamas right now and is able to build her business from there too. So Whitney, thank you so much for giving of your time. I appreciate it. I know this was valuable for so many people as we utilize this tool as another reach out in our business to add to our amazing collection of reach outs that we have. And you guys, ultimately it all boils down to 40 faces a month at all times. That's what we've been taught, and that's what we're going to continue to teach. But how fun when you can add this to that aspect of hitting your faces through those reach outs on social media. So super excited.